listening to the Pine Room Podcast, but you don't just have to listen to the podcast. We have some other stuff out there too, like Bettor's Last Stand, our sports betting show covering all things sports and betting. Or Soup and Stuff, where Soup sits down with business owners, athletes, and other professionals for good conversation. Or, if you want to listen to us live, you can tune into The Watchdog, FM 98.1 or AM 1600. Or you can listen live online at thewatchdognetwork.com. You're listening to the Pine Room Podcast.
All right, everybody, welcome into the Pine Room Podcast, episode 98. Two more away from 100, and we are in a special location right now. We are inside of Wesbanco Arena down here in Wheeling as we get ready for the Nailers against the Reading Royals. They're going for 11 in a row, fellas.
Yeah, one away from the all-time record. They're second in the ECHL right now for a regular season winning streak. So I think it should be exciting. This weekend is going to be awesome. A lot of things cooking tomorrow night. So it's tonight. By the time this comes out, it'll be way past.
It'll be way past. Yeah, it's Friday night. Yeah, it's Friday night. It'll be 5 nights. No, 6. Since when you hear this, right?
Yeah, till next Thursday.
Yeah, because it's Friday. Yeah, almost a full week. So I think we're going to give ourselves Tuesday night off when we usually record this. But no, we're here down at the Nailers Arena. Frosty Friday tonight, which is just massive for us. I think all of us need it.
You think we got a drinking problem?
Yeah, maybe we might have a little bit.
Listen, you think it's starting now? Wait till the Pine Room Lager comes back out. I was just talking to Big Wayne.
That'll probably be just in time for the playoffs.
It would be.
Yeah, you're right.
He said April, May.
So
just starting the 1st of May. It'll be back on the shelves in the distributors, so I think I'll absolutely turn into a freaking alcoholic.
Speaking of Big Wayne, this is his team tonight.
Yeah, he's not even coming to the game. He's done.
He doesn't like your chances?
No, he's done. He's had enough. He's seen enough. He said when they fired their coach, he said he knew that it was downhill from there.
Yeah, the Royals have been slumping a little bit, for those of you who don't follow ECHL hockey. Nailers are 6-0 against them this year, and the Royals just had their top guy recalled to Lehigh Valley, so they're a little undermanned tonight, so it could be ugly.
Yeah, I don't even know if we hit on this on the show. When we were at Waterfront, one of the bartenders there said that Hamlet got called up.
Oh, if he did, it was this afternoon.
Yeah, I think Hamlet got called up, and who else was it? It wasn't Adamo, somebody else. Two of their better guys, obviously. She said got called up. I don't know I'm not sure if that's like just recent news.
Well,
or she
it
had
had to have been, because I looked this morning and nothing was posted. The only transaction that I had seen on the ECHL site in this game would regarding Reading. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. These guys get a call and they got to be up very quickly, so it doesn't. It could.
That could be a problem. Jub, is that not good? What?
It would be a short show.
Yeah,
Job said cut it off.
Yeah, we might.
Can you hear us at all, Job? Is it going to be bad?
He said keep going.
Yeah, he said keep going.
Well, just I would imagine.
You might want to come over here.
They're going to turn it up
and tell us. We could probably move into the lobby if we wanted to.
Let's do a walking cast.
Yeah, let's go and see what Job says. If that might be
nothing better than a hockey rink before the game starts. Is a very peaceful environment.
Yeah,
the crowd going crazy right now.
Okay,
they turned the music down. We may be okay.
Yeah, we might be all right.
We okay, Job?
John fixed this.
Probably a short episode tonight anyway. But no, this.
Yeah, we may be battling a few sound effects here, but we'll get through it. It's what we do here at the Pine Room.
It wouldn't be it wouldn't be a Pine Room show without something.
Actually, Lucas Svikovsky, Dylan Hamlick, both reassigned to Wilkes-Barre. That just happened this afternoon.
Okay, well, there we go. We're it's good for them, but.
And then, it's constant. They do get this Ravis Ansons back, so I don't know if he'll play tonight. He comes down from Wilkes-Barre. I'm not familiar with him whatsoever. And then this Kachkovich guy they got in a trade, he may be active tonight. So see some new bodies in there. Definitely going to miss Hamlick and Svikovsky, but I think we can get by with against Reading.
Yeah, and those guys always say, the Nailers guys, the ever-changing hockey league, because just so much shit happens with it. But
this morning you see everything looks good. It looks like we'll have a full roster for the weekend, and poof, here we go. Get in the car and get up to Wilkes-Barre.
Yep. Yeah, that's right. But something that I just thought about while I was looking at this ice, it is amazing how fast and how talented these guys that get this place ready are. Like on, I think it was last Saturday, they had the OVAC cheering competition here in the morning, and then an hour later, 2 hours later, they had it cleared, ready for the Nailers at night.
Well, they need to get the glass all has to come down.
Yeah.
The floor needs to get covered. I'm sure there's a ton of other things, and they must have it down to a science. So it's unbelievable.
There's no more overlooked people in the world none of the events in the entire world would go on without guys that run these arenas, ladies that run these arenas and their crews. It's an amazing science to watch them tear down, whether it's at a football game, tearing down, switching out turf from one night to the next, at a college to pro that share the same stadium, or a basketball game in a hockey rink, or vice versa. Concerts. I mean, they do this all over the world, and those people should be commended, because none of this stuff goes on without them.
Exactly.
And the biggest arenas in the world. I mean, it doesn't matter from Wesbanco Arena to Madison
Here comes
Square
Job.
Garden.
How's the sound?
Job's here.
Hi. We're definitely in a hockey arena.
Say hi to all your fans.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, fans.
Watching.
Down in the crowd?
No, on
Hi. Yeah, we're definitely in a hockey arena. I guess there's nothing we can do about that, but it'll be all right. We sound good.
We'll get caught. We might get a little copyright.
Hey guys, before we go on here, I want Chubb to tell a little story about the bus drivers here in Wheeling. We had to pull over just for 30 seconds to see if we could get in the back lot. And Chubb, I'll let you continue the story.
No, I mean I don't know if it's typical bus driver actions, but I'm behind him. He's pulling into the lot. Guy comes out behind us, lays on the horn. 30 seconds he's been sitting there. 30 seconds, lays on the horn,
Throwing up his arms.
pass us. Bus driver.
Well, he acts like we're in such a busy city where he's got to get. There's going to be traffic. There's going to be
Champ up.
Yeah,
he might have to pick
he's not
Champ
picking
up
up
to get
30
him to
people.
There's 6 buses parked over here. They're all fucking smoking cigarettes.
It's amazing.
And the guy gets out.
To do anything.
Yeah, the guy gets out. He thinks he's in New York City. But I honked at him, and then
They all hate their lives.
They-
Well, you weren't in a good mood anyway, Chubb. So that didn't.
Well, I wish I could have. I wish it was like Grand Theft Auto. I could have got out of the car.
Just ripped him out.
You're not
Stole
in
the
a
bus.
good mood because you can't figure out if Buckeye Locals got a warm pretzel, ham, and cheese or not.
I got that message into Amy Basinger, Miss Basinger at Buckeye, and haven't heard back from her. So
Well, yeah. Speaking of that, we're currently right now, as you're hearing this, it's going to be a little in the past, but we're on to our second set of matchups in the round of 32. We're in the east region of Burger Heights and Cheesecake City for our 2024 Pine Room Lunch Madness. We got all of our polls up right now for the second round. By the time you hear this, we'll be into the third set of matchups. If you're unfamiliar, we're pairing up everybody's 32 high school lunches against each other throughout the month of February and into March, leading up to March Madness. So if you haven't voted, head on over to our Instagram and you can vote for your favorite lunch, your favorite school. Well, this is based on lunch. Just because you like one school doesn't mean that you vote for them.
Don't let the school.
I think that's a little why Central might have won.
A little bias.
I think there might have been a little bias of our followers because obviously we're in the Wheeling. We're in the Wheeling area, so we could have had a little lunch bias there, or school bias, not really lunch bias. Because I thought Indian Creek's lunch was pretty good.
Yeah,
but,
Creek kind of got a raw deal there.
Yeah, that's all right though.
That's what happens when you let people vote.
That's right.
Yeah, Jarrett, you're right. We'll have, by the time people listen to this, the Figueretti's bracket will be underway in, let's see, what have we got?
Edison's already rolling in the votes.
Yeah, we got
Edison.
Ice Cream Junction and Popcorn Valley going. That would have been on Tuesday's show. And then tomorrow, when you're listening to this, Friday, we have the West bracket, or West region of the Figueretti's bracket in action. That features number one seed Wheeling Park. So you're going to want to listen to that one. That will be played at Lobster Bay and Ramen Ridge, or the northern part of that bracket.
I'd like to play in Lobster Bay.
Would you play in Lobster Bay?
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah,
So,
Lobster Bay would be pretty nice.
Edison's rolling in the votes already.
Edison on Instagram
Well,
is
listen,
up
I
like
think
8-0 right now.
I think their nutrition coordinator is going to be unbelievable. She's going to be like,
Good.
she's going to be like the who's the lady in the lady in the wheelchair for the team that went real deep, Sister
Jean.
Oh.
Sister Jean for
Chicago Loyola.
For Loyola. She's going to be like that inspiration because she's already got people voting. They may get over 100 votes for her.
Good.
Edison may be tough to beat.
They're performing like the number one seed that they are. They had a good background in lunch.
Good.
And, they're showing it, unlike Barnesville, who fell apart as the number one overall tournament
Terrible.
seed.
Terrible, but was beaten by a very solid Tyler Consolidated lunch.
Yeah.
Really good lunch in my opinion. Another thing I was thinking about, one time, this is on the other end here, about the arena. One time they had Monster Jam here, and they had the monster truck rolling around,
God,
and we were sitting way up in the nosebleeds. Well, there's not really nosebleeds here, all pretty good seats, but we were way up. We were like in the last row at the top. And the exhaust from the trucks was all rising to the top of the arena. I swear by the end of it, I was like fucked up. Like I thought I was really hurt. Like I had a headache. Like I couldn't breathe. But
Yeah. They need to get the fans going extra power, full power.
Yeah.
And they open the garage doors when they have that stuff in.
What do you think the best event that's ever been here, or that you've seen here?
I mean, I'm kind of probably partial to the hockey, but I bet I haven't been to one, but I bet the PBR, the professional bull riding, I bet that's exceptional.
How do they get that dirt in here?
Just truckloads of it. Yeah. I mean, that's what they do for the monster trucks too, kind of.
Yeah, because they have those ramps and stuff. I think it's amazing that they can get monster trucks in this small of an arena, and obviously they push the seats back, but
You think you can ride a bull?
No, you can't do that. Kill alligators. You can choke bears.
What's a good time?
But man,
My
riding
job.
a bull.
What's a good time for like a bull ride?
I don't know. We'll look it up.
8 seconds.
Is that what it is?
I don't think I can get 8 seconds first try, but I think if I practice.
Like your shoulder
you
would
think you
pop
could
out.
ride a
You
bull?
got shoulder problems.
No, you're
You
not
have to
wrong
wear one
about
of those
that.
flak
Both
jackets.
of my shoulders would be backwards.
He said he can't really ride a bull, so we found something he can't
Yes.
do.
No,
Yeah, there we
I
go.
can.
Oh, he can.
I'm just saying my shoulders are going to be a mess.
How long do you think you could stay on a bull?
But that's the thing. Do I get practice, or am I just going right into it?
Well, if you say you can do it, obviously you don't need practice.
Well, I'm saying, but that determines how much time I can stay on it.
Let's just say right now.
I think 3 or 4 seconds.
One buck and hit me 9.
I don't think. What's the time
8
for like
seconds is what you're like. That's you're
That's
shooting
like
for.
normal?
Yeah, that's like a perfect score.
and you
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
3
it's
or
8
4?
seconds.
Yeah.
No,
Why not?
no.
I give him a little pet.
Have you ever ridden a mechanical bull?
Yeah.
How,
I'm unstoppable.
okay.
They had
No,
to,
those
they
are
had to
even
stop
hard.
the ride. What?
No, they
Why don't
can't.
you don't ever believe me?
Yeah, because you say horrendous things, like you could kill tigers and kill alligators and stab a hippo in the head.
But this is different though. This is riding a bull. I also think I can be a goalie for the Nailers.
There's literally, we could go
I
on
literally
about this
didn't know
forever.
Cools was that talented. I mean, I knew he was pretty good at some things, but
What am I bad at besides school?
well, I don't know. That's a good question, but I didn't know you were that good at everything. Like,
Well, I'm not. I don't claim to be the best at it, but I claim to be able to do whatever I want.
wow, that's good. That's awesome. I'd like to see some of those things.
I would
definitely
love to try it.
before the season we're going to see him in goal.
Yeah,
Oh, I
we're
love
definitely
that.
going to get
Are
on
you
the
gonna
ice.
win the beer can race then tonight?
Oh yeah, speaking of that, yeah.
Ooh.
I did legs the other day, but I might.
Yeah.
Is it just me and you, John?
So myself, Job, and Cooley are doing the beer can race on the ice tonight. In between the first and the second period, we're getting in these big beer cans. If you've been to Nailer games, you obviously know what it is. But if you've never been to a Nailer game, they have these big can mascots that you get in. I think there's Bud Light, Natural Light, and Yingling. Is that what you said it was?
Yes.
Yeah, and you race around the ice, and hopefully one of us falls.
You gonna set the line on that, Matt? Who's
Yeah,
the
well,
winner?
I think you guys
You
need
be
to
the
determine
favorite.
right now what cans you're going to be in so that we can start making the odds.
Ooh.
So you guys got to pick them and then let them know what can you'll be in.
Job hates them all, so he didn't.
Yeah, Job doesn't care. I feel like if I was in the Bud Light, everybody would hate me.
Put Job in the Yingling.
Yeah, Job's a Yingling guy.
Oh yeah. Sure,
You would never drink a natty.
Oh, I like Natty
you
Light.
like Natty?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's the Ocean City beer.
I'll be a villain.
Yes.
I'll be a Bud Light villain.
Oh, guys, I just got huge news. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Oh, I saw that. That's huge news. We got information.
Pretzel bun is warm.
Okay.
Whoa.
That might sway. Yeah. So we had a big controversy on the radio today. Buckeye Local had a ham and cheese on a pretzel bun, and the big controversy is whether or not it was cold or warm. But now we've had confirmation that it is warm. So that could sway. That sways Job, right?
Yeah, he said it would.
Because that changed on whether he was going to stay with
Yep.
Hey, we got
Buckeye Local or
Marshall.
yeah.
So
we
now
got our good friend John Parrish. He's going to jump on here for a couple minutes, guys. You can, thank him for letting us be part of this. And,
Yeah, absolutely. What's up, John?
John, how we doing?
Great, man. How are you guys?
Good. Thanks for having us
Oh,
tonight.
absolutely.
We
We'll have you
appreciate
guys
it.
any game and every game if we can.
We appreciate it. Big weekend this weekend.
It's going to be a nuts weekend tonight. So we have our Frosty Friday tonight, which who can't turn down a $2 beer? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then tomorrow, those clean retro Thunderbirds jerseys and those current day Penguins colors. I mean, nothing gets better than that right now.
They look great.
The Scares are playing in them this morning. They look mean and clean, and I can't wait for tomorrow.
Yeah,
So-
and then tomorrow's Penguins night, right?
Yep, Penguins night. Trevor Daly will be in visiting with us. He'll be down in the southwest corner signing autographs for practically the entire game. So come hang out, have a good old time. He was with the Penguins for about 3 years, but 2 of them were Kelly Cup. That's the ECHL. I'm sorry.
Hopefully.
They were Stanley Cup winning. So I mean, he's a heck of a goalie, and we're excited he wanted to come hang out.
That's awesome. Tonight, we heard a good crowd tonight or decent?
It'll be a decent crowd tonight. It will, it's tax season still, so people are still waiting on those payments.
Yeah.
But no, we'll have an average crowd tonight, which will be good. So I mean, anybody else that can come out, we always love it. But tomorrow is going to be insane. It's one of our biggest nights for groups, and it's just going to be insane. We had to expand our group list just to allow more people to come in.
Really?
So yeah.
Oh, good to hear.
Do you see a direct spike in post-tax season? Do you guys see a little uptick?
Oh, absolutely. So
Okay.
the first half of the season is always kind of weird. You get people here and there, especially the diehards. You have a lot of people in our area
Right.
that love the Nailers and love every part of it. And then December's a weird month. People are saving money. It's holiday time. You have gifts to buy. You have responsibilities. But as soon as January into February, I mean, our attendance will go up by 1,000, if not 1,500.
That's great, because you guys are always also fighting high school football early part of the year, because people love that around here, and they can't be 2 places at once. So we noticed that right away early in the season, but that's a great point that you guys will pick it up after tax season. That's awesome.
Yeah, and football's king around here. We all know. We all don't try to hide it.
Yeah.
So, but it's a blast. We love every part of it. We have a lot of partnerships with the local high schools in the area anyway. So any kind of notifications we can get with them to get the buzz going, once their season's over, we take it. So
That's great. I was trying to. I just lost my train of thought. I was thinking about something, then we got on that topic. What the hell was I just thinking of?
So, John, tomorrow night's action too. You guys got $2 IC lights. I saw too.
yeah, so tomorrow we're going to continue the Frosty Friday specialties just on the IC Light though.
That's cool.
Which tends to be the crowd favorite anyways.
Yeah,
but with it being the Pittsburgh's #1 beer, we thought for our Pittsburgh night why not?
Yeah.
Keep the tradition running. So
What do you
And
think of the team so far? Obviously, they're playing great right now. I mean, that's got to feel good being involved, coming to work every day when they're winning 10 games in a row and playing so well. And at the right time of the season, you got about a half a season, a little bit less than that left. Get ready for the playoffs. It'd be great to have some playoff games in here, huh?
Absolutely. So, when we saw the signing happen over the summer where Kyle Dubas was going to join the Penguins, and we know what he's already has done for ECHL teams in our league, the rumor mill starts spinning. They're like, oh, we're going to get a lot of players, but you don't want to believe it till you see it.
Right.
But I'm not afraid to say there's players that are skating on our ice that have no business skating on our ice because they're that good.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we'll take them every day of the week. We love them. They play their role here well. They understand they're down here to play some good hockey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They
And the
know.
depth of the team is probably the best it's been in some time.
Yeah, I mean, the only issue we have right now is like, which good players are we going to play?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like sometimes you have to
almost
sit out a good player just because you want to try a different good player for the weekend.
Yeah,
So-
it seems like a problem Coach Army might have is he's almost got a stockpile of guys. That you got a couple newcomers that could be one the other day in Reading, and then Another guy got sent down today. 2 guys go up though today.
Yeah, 2
so
guys
it's like
went
a
up
trade-off.
today. Yep. So, and that's just so we can keep them in the roster. That's so keep them on the team without having to give them up.
Right.
So, Wilkes has been great with us this year with the up and down. If they want to send us some guys, we tell them, hey, well, we don't want to get rid of these guys, so you got to take them up.
Yes.
They have the roster space for it, so they can handle it.
So then next week we're on the road to
Utah, right?
Long road trip to Utah, and then back.
Yeah, we'll be there
for
Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
And we'll be back here on Sunday against the Fort Wayne Comets.
And then Penguins Night is the big promotion this week or this month, correct?
Well, we have Penguins Night, and then also on the 23rd or 24th. I should know that.
24th is Saturday.
Yeah, 24th will be our country night.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, that'll be good.
That's a great one. Yes.
So that entails there's going to be a concert after the game, and then is there anything during? Do people dress up or anything?
So we'll have some themed merch to go over country, some camo stuff that you typically don't see in the store. No specialty jerseys, but we're looking to do some drink specials, some food specials, stuff like that with different people in the arena. But the big push for that night is definitely going to be the post-game concert with John Michael Carroll.
Yeah.
Generations has been gracious with us this year to bring him out for us, and we're looking for a great show. So he'll be center ice on a flatbed truck doing a little concert post-game. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
That'll be awesome. Well, John, we appreciate you joining us. We don't want to keep you too long.
Oh, you guys are good. I appreciate you guys.
Hey, I got one more question before he goes there. Sorry, Jarrett.
No, you're good.
How has the reception been for the Bud Light Blue Line Lounge? Has that been well received this year?
It has been. So in years past, we've always had a kind of a battle on what do we do with that space. We've used it as private party space. We've used it as just designated season ticket holder space. But opening it as its own private bar, not a private bar, as a public bar has been great. It gives people the ice feel without having to pay for that price, because not everybody in our area can pay luxury prices to be ice level. So this gives everybody the chance to sit ice level, see the players up close and personal, and drink some good beer at the same time. So.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a great spot down there. How many different beers do they offer down there?
They offer everything
Just
the arena
whatever you
has.
have?
Yeah, whatever the arena has on stock. I don't think they have any draft down there, but it's all canned.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a great seat down there.
It is.
Because a lot of people maybe have never been down close to see what it's like, how fast these guys are, how powerful they are, how what seems like when you're sitting up top or watching on TV might just be like a kind of a casual hit along the glass. But when you're actually down there, it's actually a little bit more contact than you actually expect. You know what I mean? It's just a whole different level when you're down there.
Some of the hits that these players can take and give are just insane. Don't ever sign me up for that when I'm on the outside of the ring for a reason.
Yeah, that's right. I'm glad I never played hockey.
Coach brought me a nice
Look
keystone.
at that. Coach just hooked us up with a key. Well, Matt up with a keystone. And
Thank you.
I didn't know whether you guys wanted one or not.
He kid. Coach didn't get us
cheers
one.
to
but
Friday at the Nailers.
Cheers
Thank
to
you,
Friday
John.
at the
Thanks
Nailers.
for joining us,
Yeah,
man.
we
appreciate
appreciate
having
it.
us.
Thank you guys so much.
We'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good.
It's so hot in here.
It is hot.
It's so hot.
It's hot.
You guys are about to get
They're
sweaty.
fucking heavy. How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good. Ready to run.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby. Around the net. All right, we're back here at Wesbanco Arena getting ready for the Wheeling Nailers. I should say Reading Royals against the Wheeling Nailers, not the Nailers against the Reading Royals, because that would be, you always say the away team first,
Yeah,
correct?
normally in North American sports, yeah, that's how we say it. In European sports, the home team you usually say first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
So if you ever see soccer games listed or whatever, and it says, well, not to say Reading, but there's Reading soccer in England.
Yeah.
If you say Reading versus Blackpool, the game would be at Reading.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, you're right though. Reading at Wheeling, whatever you want to say it.
Well, anyway, thank you to John Parrish for hopping on there real quick with us, giving us a little insight to the Nailers. They got. I didn't realize that they drilled in the holes for the goal every time.
So when they redo the ice, it gets resurfaced and then that hole closes up. So
Yeah, the ice, the shavings fall down in the hole.
They redo, obviously the Zamboni basically just puts a layer of water over
puts
the
water down. Yep.
Yeah.
And then it freezes back up, and then each layer just
there's
Well,
a lot of
it
things.
picks up the shavings too, and then drops water.
and then drops water. There's a lot of things in hockey that I used to not really understand because I never really been around hockey. I'd never.
those things that dude's drilling. They used to be. Coach will tell you this. They used to be drilled into where the moorings didn't come off. So if you smash into the net,
Right.
it was no good.
It
wasn't coming off. You were going to get hurt badly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then guys started getting hurt so badly, they came up with the mooring system, magnetic mooring system.
Yeah, that is. So it's magnetic.
Yeah,
on what
so they'll
those-
have the little thing that he's putting down in there, and then on the actual post there'll be, and then it kind of sits in there, but it has a little magnetic hold to it. Not like real strong, but it can get knocked right off. And you see how sensitive they are now, but safety features.
Yeah, and then they that's one thing that I learned the other day is that you can get a goal while the net is off as long as the puck is moving.
Yeah,
right?
so if the defensive team is the one that's causing the net to be dislodged, the goal could still stand. Yes, absolutely. If the puck's still not obviously still in movement, whereas it's not being held by somebody, then that falls off and a guy shoots it. If it's simultaneous, the puck is in action, going towards the net or side to side or whatever, and it ends up going in. As the net's coming off, they're drifting off, they can still award it as a goal.
I didn't know that. What? This is a kind of to stay with what we were talking about. What? Because you've been to but a ton of Penguin games, right?
I have. As your dad has.
What do you think the best game you've ever seen is?
Best game? I was at a game. Coach, you'll probably remember this. It ended up turning out terrible. It was, but it was a memorable game. It was the Penguins and Flyers in a playoff game, and it was the 4 overtime game. So I was in high school. I went to the game. I was there for the first 2 overtimes. I drove home during the third overtime. Got home for the fourth, and then saw Keith Primo score to beat the Penguins.
Well, you got home before the game?
Yeah.
So you drove an hour home?
I had to go to a park the next day. I was like, I can't stay out all night. Yeah. So I come home, and I'm laying in bed, and Keith Primo scores, and that was the end of that one. So that was a very memorable one. Just any of the games that Mario and me played in, to me, really, really memorable. Your dad can speak to that, too. Just how when he was on his game and healthy, there was nothing like it. It was like seeing the very, very best player. It'd be like seeing, if you want to compare to LeBron or Michael Jordan, however you want to do it, somebody that's just going to take your breath away in person. He did it every single time. And Jaromir Jagr, who they're going to honor here soon, they're retiring his number, saw some great playoff games where he scored huge goals against the Capitals. So, yeah, any of those. I mean, I have so many fond memories of Penguin games.
Why was Mario so good?
Because he was big and he was so athletic. He just was, he did things that he was a freak. He could do
his
things.
Vision.
He'd have guys riding on him. He'd be guys, and he'd just carry the puck, and he could go between his legs. He could just see. He had vision like no other.
His vision's amazing. Just his ability to read plays was just like, I mean, Wayne Gretzky obviously very good, but Mario Lemieux had a different dynamic to him than Wayne Gretzky. He could literally take the game over himself, and a lot of times with very marginal talent around him. And now they got a little bit better towards their first cup runs in '91 and '92, but he had height, he had strength, he had speed, he had ability to read the game, the best finishing The best finisher. And Mario's the only guy that ever scored it 5 different ways in a game too, which is
5 different ways. As in what?
Shorthanded.
regular, even strength, shorthanded, penalty shot, power play, and 4-on-4.
Really?
Empty net. It could have actually been 6 because if he did 4-on-4, but he didn't have 4-on-4 that much back then, so it was empty netter was his 5th one.
Well, and I think you said what's the most memorable game. I don't think, as Matt said, it wasn't a game. It was just games, because the fun part about it was when we started going back in the day, the Penguins were not very good.
Right.
They were not very good. They were bottom feeders, and then Lemieux came along, and they started to get better and better, and the crowds became bigger and bigger, and then they become Stanley Cup contenders, and every night was just crazy.
Well, the energy in the building, Coach.
Oh, the energy.
It was literally like being on. I mean, I can't really speak to it because I don't do drugs or have done hard drugs, but it had to be what guys who are on like hard drugs, like they have that euphoria. Like going into that building at night, it was just like, what are you going to see tonight? What's gonna happen next? This dude is so good.
Yeah, and we had a routine. And this was Matt wasn't with us at the time. It was me, Chris, Coach Nardoni, and Jerry Wiltz. And we had 4 tickets. Jerry get 4 season tickets to Wheeling Pittsburgh Steel, and we would sit in the same B18, sit in the same seats every night. Then we went to every game. We didn't miss. Maybe out of the what are the 82 games? Out of the 41, we probably went to 35.
Wow.
It didn't matter what night it was. We went every stop and get a case of Busch beer at Little Bear store. Busch. Drink all the way up, and then would drink what they call period beers. How many ounces were those, man?
32, I think.
32-ounce beer with all.
Who was your beer lady that would bring up to you? Chris would remember.
Yeah, it was a beer guy. There were several different.
And you guys made friends with some of the people around you too,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Same people that sat there every
the same
game?
ladies that sat next to us. They loved us. It was Muriel was there, and
So, like, if it was a
James was a beer guy. James.
When you were teaching at the time, obviously, right?
Oh, and I'd drink and get
like,
home.
And even if it was like a Tuesday.
Got drink all the way up. Would drink in the game. Drink
did
all
you
the
go
way
to work
home.
the next day?
I'd get home about 12:30. Want to get up the next day and go. And man, I would,
Sometimes you guys would stop at Wendy's for the chili. If
they scored 7 goals, and would drink all the way home and get and say, okay, we'll see you Saturday, and it'd be Saturday game, and would do the same thing and get up there.
You would drink up and then drink.
Chris and I would buy, and Coach would buy, Nardoni would buy a case of Busch Light, and we had 2 little coolers.
Busch Light or Busch beer?
Busch.
Busch heavy.
Busch. And we'd have 2 little coolers because we'd have to sit them like beside us or our feet, and then drink all the way up, probably 3 or 4 on the way up, drink 3 period beers.
Who would drive?
I was going to say, was the driver drinking too?
Probably,
couple of road beers?
Yeah. Jerry would drink a lot. He didn't, or would drive a lot. He didn't drink as much as we did.
What car were you driving? Were you riding then?
I couldn't. Coach Nardoni had that little Sunbird. It was like a little, like almost close to a Volkswagen. We were crammed in there. Never
And you would drive all the way to Pittsburgh and back.
I had to park in the same spot every single time. Go in, do the
I bet
same.
you'd love to go back and do that one.
It was unbelievable.
Oh, that old arena, Coach. I know everybody
awesome.
loves the new one, but man, me and Chris talk about it a lot. How much that old arena just had more character than any building I've ever been in my life.
Where was the old one at?
It's really right across the street from where the one is now, PPG. But it was just old. It looked like a space shuttle. It had a retractable roof at one point, like it turned to open. It would like rotate around and open half of it. So they did some outdoor concerts and stuff in there. But it had all these like fish hook things hanging down. It was an ugly, dumpy place, but man, nothing like it. It shook when they scored. It was amazing.
I think this place here could be really cool. You guys went a couple of times when they had the playoffs.
Yeah,
if they could
awesome.
playoff hockey here and fill this arena, this place could really be fun.
Yeah,
because it's just small enough to look really like it looks like there's 15,000 people, but it's. What do you think it holds, Matt? What's this?
Isn't it 2,000? Like 2,500, I think.
No.
I think it's 555.
Yeah, it's
is
every
it?
bit of 5,000.
Oh, why? I think it was. I don't know why. I thought.
Average attendance is like 25.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
I
It's
was
every
thinking,
bit of-
thinking of the attendance.
Yeah, I think its sellouts like above like 5,500 or something like that.
What a job they've done transforming this.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
To what it is now. I mean,
And Isaac was telling us when we were down here standing, said a guy came in and did a story on this. He goes all over the country. Goes into to minor league arenas, all over the country, baseball venues. He said this is probably the for game experience, the beauty of the arena, the cleanliness. He said this is probably the best ECHL arena in the.
It's better than some AHL arenas.
Yeah.
I've been to a few of those, and a lot of them started to really show their age, and some of the seats were just bad angles and stuff. There's really not a bad seat in here right now, and I mean, hats off to the crew from when Denny Magruder, left his role, and then Kelly Tucker took over. This place has transformed a ton since I was a kid coming to the Thunderbird games, even before the Nailers. But yeah, wow, it just looks so nice. It's just
it really
a great
does.
looking building.
It does, and all the seats are clean.
It looks
like clean seats, like bright. It's not. It doesn't look dingy. There's not
that
like
old orange.
Oh, that old orange. That old orange seat. That's what we have in the Pioneer.
Yeah. They've kept up with the times because they have now the blue light lounge.
Line.
The
And then that jumbotron they put in a few years
the
ago.
lounge over there, and Generations in the back. So they haven't let it get. Behind the times. They've stayed up with.
Well, and that's the thing.
All the,
And the lobby redone too.
Yeah,
So
the lobby's incredible.
Well, that's the thing with sport arenas. They become outdated so fast. It's amazing. Within 20 years, you're behind the times. I mean, besides Wrigley and Fenway, those kind of things. But
the Atlanta Braves have played in 3 stadiums in my life.
yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing that they
one every 15 years.
Yeah, it's 15, 20 years is how long a stadium
Unless they
takes
do
to
a
get
major renovation,
outdated.
right?
Yeah. But I tell you what, I absolutely just love coming to these games. I've become like a diehard Nailer fan now, and it sucks because I feel like we did go to the playoff games in 2016 when they were in the Kelly Cup. We went to all those games, but just now I feel like now that we're partnered with them and we have season tickets, I feel like I can actually latch on to the team.
Well, the thing that's great about hockey too, you only need to really understand about 3 rules: icing, offsides,
the goals,
and really,
power play.
Just basic penalties. I mean, you don't need to understand a lot about it. There's not a whole lot to understand, and it's such a pure sport to me. Clean.
Just to see some violence.
Yeah, you can see that too. Yeah, and I think that's what really draws a lot of people.
One of Jub's favorite things.
Yeah.
We need a couple fights tonight to get Jub's blood pumping.
Yeah,
again.
get him.
Jub's had a long day. I don't even know where he's at right now, honestly.
He might be napping behind the.
Yeah,
He's going to struggle if we wrap this up here soon, and we got an hour and a half till the game
might see him
starts.
asleep in one of the seats.
Yeah, I know. Because it's only 5:20, and we're probably getting close here to shutting down. But
What did you guys eat at Waterfront Hall?
I had a grilled Avenue Eats, which is just so good. I had a grilled triple cheese over there, which is phenomenal.
What's
Jub
that?
got a breakfast burger.
What's that special sandwich they have, Coach? At Avenue Eats, the Pix Burger or something?
Well, that was just special that
that
day.
was a special. Like, they had one over there today. I don't even know what the
Yeah,
hell it was.
it was a Mexican burger.
Yeah.
That Pix Burger was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, the Waterfront Hall, they got it going. And I guess that actually we can talk about it now because we said it today. What we got going on with them?
Oh, the beer mile?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess now we can officially kind of start talking about it and announce it. On May 4th of this year, we are hosting Kentucky Derby Day, Star Wars Day. We are hosting the first annual North Atlantic Beer Mile presented by the Pine Room Studios at Waterfront Fest. It's kind of a mouthful, but yeah, we're hosting our own beer mile that we made a video on it more than a couple months ago, back in I think August, where we went down to North Carolina, did a beer mile, which is you run a quarter mile, chug a beer, run a quarter mile, chug a beer, and then 2 more times. We had so much fun that we're going to host our own down here, right on Water Street on the river, and we're basically kicking off the entire festival season here in Wheeling. So,
and for those of you that don't know what a beer mile is, it's pretty much what it says. You except you don't know how it goes, obviously. But you run a mile, but before the race starts, you chug a 12-ounce beer, then you run a quarter of a mile, chug another beer, Another quarter of a mile, chug another beer. Another quarter of a mile, chug another beer. And then you chug one at the end too?
No.
You do
Just
four
finish.
beers.
You really want to.
No, if I would have had to chug a beer at the end of that race, I don't know if I'd have made it home.
Once you get to that third beer, is when it
The
really...
third one is the worst. The third one is probably the worst.
And they actually have throw-up stations, right?
Yes, yeah, throw-up stations, and then with ours, it's basically going to be an all-day festival. Those guys down at Waterfront Hall are just unbelievable. Dan and Ian and Rachel have just been unbelievable in this whole thing, and we're gonna have I think 10 to 12 vendors there. They're going to obviously have food inside Waterfront Hall. We're going to watch the Kentucky Derby later. They'll have it up on their, I think, 16-foot TV or screen. So the whole day is going to be awesome. We're going to
have
live
DJs.
stream.
You're going to have live
DJs,
bands.
some bands. We're going to be live streaming the race. So really going to be an awesome day. May 4th. Our race is going to start at 2 o'clock. I think they're going to open up the gates around 11. So come in, get a lunch. And then race at 2 o'clock and kind of hang out the rest of the day. So we're super excited.
Cinco de Mayo too.
Yes, Cinco de Mayo the next day.
All kind of stuff.
There's so
going
much
on.
going on. We're basically kicking it off. So
Matt will be giving out all kind of Kentucky Derby winners
Yes.
all day.
Let's hope.
yeah, so it's going to be an awesome time. I'm glad that we finally are able to announce it because it's been a while in the works. So we're starting to finally nail everything down. Literally, we're in the Nailers Arena. We're nailing it down tonight. So it's going to be a blast. We're really excited for it.
Yeah, so I think Channel 7's getting ready to move in here.
Yeah,
guys.
I think we're about out of time here.
Unfortunately, we're cutting the podcast a little short.
It'll be a little bit of a short episode this week. I think everybody needs a little bit of a rest. I think maybe we'll go have a few beers somewhere and take it easy till the game, and then you'll probably see a video of us somewhere doing the beer can race. We're doing that in between the first and the second period, like I said. So we're.
What if you guys got to chug beers during this race?
Oh, I would actually kind of enjoy it. If I only had to chug one, maybe I think I could do it. You think you could you do a beer mile? You think? I think you could. I think you'd be pretty good at it.
Yeah, I'd be all right.
Yeah.
Maybe the running more than the drinking.
Yeah.
At this point.
Oh, I was the opposite. I literally could not chug.
We were the opposite. Your running was better than mine.
I could
do one on the ice sometime.
That would be
incredible.
incredible.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna. Unless you guys got anything else.
No.
Just looking
Tune
forward
in to
to
next week's radio show. Lunch Madness is upon us.
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited for and Cooley's bull riding. Cooley's gonna he's gonna be a boxer, a football player, a bull rider.
Man.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna wrap up here, episode 98. We got some people moving in behind us. The players are probably gonna come out for skate here soon, right? I would imagine.
Yeah, a little bit. Those still got a little
another
while.
25 minutes.
Yeah, you're gonna music's gonna start cranking in here. So thanks for listening here to episode 98 of the Pioneer Podcast. We love you all. Lunch Madness. What else have we got going on?
One more thing before we sign off. And I just looked down there and saw the Zambito Flooring America. We had Ricky in on Tuesday to the show. So again, thanks to him, Zambito Flooring America and Four Seasons Golf up at the Highlands, the golf simulator and bar all in one. So be sure and check those out. Obviously, thanks to Generations and Figueretti's for sponsoring Lunch Madness and our old trusty friends at IC Cabs.
Yes.
So just want to be sure they all know how much we appreciate them, and all our friends at the Nailers. Again, thanks to John Parrish and everybody. Isaac Basinger and DJ getting ready up in the balcony above, and Pat O'Neill does an awesome job. So thanks.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody, especially down here at the Nailers. These guys have been awesome. They have been so good with us, and it's pretty cool that I guess we can technically say we're partnered with a professional sports team, and we love these games here. We love everybody that's down here. So, and we love all of you that listen and watch. And
let's go Nailers.
Yes, let's go Nailers. So,
cheers. Happy
peace.
Frosty Friday.
Later.
See ya.